Hello, 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 folks. Hello, user 523 dollar sign. What is that? $1? Or is that gonna be $1 million? Charlie Lulu Big Co Toaster. Hello, Big Co. Have you ever had a? I don't know what a cheese on toast is, so sorry. Hello, Simone Jackson, Dashund, Emily Paul. Welcome to my live. Do I have to say hi to everybody? Hi, Sammy. Hey, well, Shitashi, bro. I hope I'm not mispronouncing that one. Hello, folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is day 21 for me. Day 21 of showing up here live on TikTok. And why am I even doing this? Because I start like this every single time. They say it takes 21 days to create a new habit. So hopefully after this, things go a little bit smoother and easier for me. So I'm doing a 111-day challenge here on TikTok, showing up live, showing up to be seen, showing up to talk about life, shifts, changes, and whatever else is going on with you. Hello, Ali, Addison, African. Hello, Yemi, J8. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just gonna start off here.
Hi.
Hello, Ayan. How are you?
I'm
Hello.
good. What about you?
I am good.
Beautiful.
Hello. Hello, Rocky. How you doing? So for those of you who are here joining wonder why African has jumped on live with me, it's because, well, that's my format. Rocky's doing well. We actually have real conversation, talk life, talk anything and everything. Sometimes I pull oracle cards just to, keep the conversation going, and to confirm some of the things that we're talking about. And so that's it. That's what I'm here to do. There's so much more, but like, it's like, how much can I say, right? I am. You know
Yes.
I'm here.
I
Hello, Shree.
yeah. I missed you yesterday. I was too busy to show up even for a few minutes.
I'm
But
telling you, you missed a good one yesterday.
yes.
Yes, it was really good. So someone jumped on named the Woo Woo Lady.
Mm.
I did know her as in my I go previous current life. We used to do poetry. I used to be in the poetry circuit in Toronto.
Oh yeah.
So that's where I knew her from. So she jumped on and she was just like, "Hey, Rita," and I'm like, "I have no clue who you are, Woo Woo Lady." And then she's like, "It's me, Lemoine," and I'm like, "Okay." And so I told her the format, and she jumped right on. And she just like, she took charge. She was just like, "Okay, so anything goes." Yes. She said, "Why don't I just interview you?"
Oh.
Yeah. So it was like completely different with like somebody else like asking me questions.
Right.
And I was like, I don't talk about myself in public. And it's like, well, you're here, so what are you gonna do? And so yeah, it was really good. She had some great questions, like she had great insight and just it was fantabulous for my day 20. Now today's day
That's
21.
crazy.
The habit
Every
is
every day is
simple.
different, huh?
Every day
Literally.
it has been different. And I mean, I didn't trust it at first. I'm gonna just say, let's talk about 21 days. Here I am. And
Hmm.
I didn't trust it initially. Oh, and welcome, folks. My name is Arita because I never say my name. I always forget to say my name. So my name is Arita. Welcome. Um, yeah, so like 21 days later from the day I started doing this to now, okay, we know there's a difference, right? I didn't think that there would be a difference in me. I'm still nervous showing up here, but the angst and the panic attacks that I was getting just before coming on once a week, which was not sufficient, It was just is there something on my face? Yeah. Yeah, it was just something I had to do. I had to do this to get comfortable. And I will hello Moses, hello Adam, hello people, because I never say hello. And TikTok has this thing that you got to greet everybody, but then I find that I'm interrupting people when I'm trying to say hello to people. I'm like, I don't know, Matt. Like, there's so many rules, and I just want to show up and talk life and have great conversations with people that are open to having dialogue about life, right, and their awakening experiences. So I definitely think that I have shifted and grown immensely. And what's at 111 days, I can't even imagine, but I'm here today, day 21, and grateful to be here and grateful to the difference that's within me. Yeah. What do you think? Hello, humble one.
You have 80 days left. I think you're doing
Yeah.
fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you, lucky Miss One, I think. She says she loved the glasses. Thank you. It's my throwback to Sally Jesse Raphael. I just always loved those red frames. I felt like they were empowering. And ever since I had to start wearing glasses, I always wanted a pair of red frames, but the right ones just didn't appear until the week before I started doing this live. And actually, I picked them up the day before I started doing lives.
What?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. And they were supposed to come in 14 days, like when they do the prescription.
Yeah,
It came in 5 days. And I was like, okay,
just in
Spirit, you want me
time.
to, you want me
Yes.
to wear that? Thank you, Tara 406. She says you're so pretty, and she sent me a bunch of roses. Thank you.
Aww.
Yeah, this is like, I don't know. And coming into day 21, I can, it's like, I don't even know if I should say this, but it's like, I'm actually getting excited to start showing up here. Doesn't matter what happened, even when, people are coming at me in the comments or whatever, I'm still excited to show up here because I know me doing this has caused an immense shift, not only in my energetic being, but in my own physical life as well.
Mm,
So I can't wait to see like how I feel be start reflecting externally, because that's the balance, that's the exchange.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I'm excited to keep going, to keep talking to people, to keep sharing with others about where they're at. Um, a lot of what's been coming up, like meeting a couple people, have said to me something about metacognition, right? And it's just a way of perceiving reality. And I guess that's how I perceive reality through like the lens that I see. I'm like three-dimensional, like I could see the whole picture sometimes. Um, it's always easier to see other people, like their
Mm,
experiences and
the
how they're creating
connections,
their
yeah,
reality.
too.
Yeah, it's always easier to see other people, but to see your own is actually huge. And because I'm able to literally step outside of myself and watch my thoughts and actually analyze my thoughts as whether they're like going to cause a positive or negative effect within me, and actually shift my thoughts in real time to like calm myself down or something along those lines. So I know there's many people out there that probably perceive along those lines, but how I'm fully looking at it for myself is to co-create with source directly from this place of awareness, because awareness is key in this
Mm-hmm.
journey, right?
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's interesting. It's a
So
all
it's
of the
not
things.
just introspection or like looking at yourself from the past. It's literally on the present moment while you're thinking at that. You can
Yes,
actually figure a way to move around to make it positive for the growth.
yes.
Mm,
And to me, that's like my norm. So I didn't know that was
that's interesting
anything.
though.
And the way it really like me really started focusing on that was like 3 years ago when the message was to get quiet and get alone. And all of the stuff slow down,
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time talking with myself. And when I started talking, I say with myself, and I'm talking out loud with myself, folks. And then it hit me. I said, that's why they, powers that be, the doctors tell you if you talk to yourself, hello, humble king, that you're crazy. And
Mm,
the truth is, when you talk with yourself, man, you know how much truth you're gonna like come to
here.
realizations about? You don't lie to yourself. And so I started to catch myself thinking, right? And so I would start to watch my thoughts, and then also in real time to like calibrate my nervous system, because that's what I needed to do, right? And so I had a lot of conversation with myself about how I was feeling, why I was feeling this way, and start looking at the realistically why I was feeling that particular way. And sometimes it was just like, what you crying for? What you upset for. And then you realize that, well, the reason that I'm crying isn't really for any reason. And you start breaking down like your interaction with other people, and that start seeing how you affected the situation and what role you played. But then you're also able to understand why the other person made that same choice, or the choices that they did,
Hmm.
and to be okay. That's like, it was just a way to for me to see myself and hold myself accountable for what was happening in my life. So I'm fully like, I am responsible. We're each responsible for the choices that we make. But if you're not aware of how you're making the choices, and if you're making the choice from a place of fear or love or whatever the reason, you don't, you can't fully see the, I guess, the potentials of the decision that you're making, something like
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah. But I
So
see
yeah.
it like introspection though. Like it's mostly, especially, I mean, I used to ruminate literally situation to figure out like what went wrong, what was my part, what was the other person part. And that kind of like always ended up being like, a good communication afterward since I already did my part. Like I knew exactly where to put, you know, my points on the table so we can actually
Mhm.
grow from it and move on and, do better. But in the same time, like sometimes it can get crazy in your mind, you just
Well, I think that's where you have to become like so self-aware, right?
Mhm.
Because you are the master of your reality. So if you got to be so mindful that it's not your ego that's driving this rumination,
Exactly. Yeah.
right? So that's how, because the ego wants to always make you right and everybody else wrong. Moses says, I am also meta aware. I have metacognitive intelligence, which is awareness of, he's going to finish that thought, of your thinking and your own awareness. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So I'm aware of my thinking, and I'm aware of my awareness to that. It's a, I don't know how else to explain it. Like Moses actually was the first person that told me about metacognition, and he's like, and he said that on a live, and I was like, okay, don't know what it fully means, but now because it's my norm, right? So in this journey, when something's your norm and you've never had a conversation with anybody about how you
You
think
don't
and
know how to
process,
call it. Yeah.
I don't call it anything. I just call it my mind. I'm not just this way my mind works, right? But in truth, it works so much powerfully that because you're, how would I say? It's like you know how to move, right? So instead of like when you can see all the different. My brother calling me. Thank you. I don't know if that interrupted anything. But yeah, where did I go with this? Anyways, my brother interrupted. As far as I've come as far as being able to make adjustments to my own concept of things, and also Moses is still speaking, and also type faster, type faster, type faster. I don't want to
No
definitely
pressure,
talk.
no
Like
pressure.
no pressure, because I think there's like 40K. I don't know. It's like
Yeah,
edit
yeah,
my
yeah. It's
message in real
limitation
time.
to what do you say?
Being selective with my words, terms, etc. Exactly. Like somebody could be talking to me and they could be triggering the heck out of me.
Mm-hmm.
And my system is like on fire, but I'm able to slow down. I'm able to calm my system, even though I might be triggered. I'm able to calm my system and actually think about what it is that they are saying and how it's affecting me, but I still choose to respond differently. I don't respond from my trigger.
Mm,
Do you know what I mean?
yes.
Like that's key is not responding from your triggered self. Otherwise, a couple times when people came online at me, I'd just be, I'll probably drop a couple F bombs and tell them where to go.
It's really connected to your nervous system too. Like you manage to balance it out so you're not reactive.
Yeah, but that's what this work is. And that's
Mm,
what me showing up every single day for the last 21 days has been about, was also regulating my nervous system because it wasn't going to happen any other way.
mm-hmm.
Like my system is like my body is responding to something from the past saying that it's going to be harmed. I'm fearful. Like obviously I'm not going to be harmed up here, but my response, my physical response is
Mm,
that.
mm,
So it's about calming myself, talking to myself, letting myself know that I am safe, that it's okay for me to be here, to speak my mind, to show up and be seen, right? And this was the only way that the calibration was going to happen. So I said, suck it up, buttercup, and here I am.
why specifically this path?
What specifically showing up on TikTok?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the guidance.
Okay.
Um, so it was very clear. So it was just okay. So back in December, I had the feeling again that I should start posting videos and stuff like that. And I
Mm,
posted a couple on YouTube, not that many. I had posted on TikTok before, but it had been 2 years since I'd posted. And I would just, I've been shifting and moving. And I'm like, I need to post. You get that feeling. Remember, I talked to you about listening to yourself and trusting
right.
yourself?
Yeah.
That's the feeling I was getting. And so I was like, okay. So I posted I'm going to read your stuff after Moses, don't worry. So I posted on YouTube. I had a short that I had done and I posted it on YouTube. It wasn't supposed to go on YouTube short, but YouTube particular format, it just made it a short. And I was just like, okay, whatever. I left it. And the next day I kept on getting, I really want to post something on TikTok. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to post the same video that I posted on YouTube that only had like 4 views. Let me post it on TikTok. Did that, didn't think about it, whatever. The next morning, I woke up, do my morning ritual routine and everything like that. And I never go on social media first thing in the morning, but something said go on TikTok. I don't have any notifications on for any of my social media. So like
Mm,
I just don't go. I go on them if I feel like going on them, not
mm-hmm.
because somebody has sent me a message or a million things. My camera light. And so when I went on my messages, I saw like 1,500, right? And I was like, 1,500? Like, what are you talking about? And there was like 1,500 likes, and I swore up and down there was a glitch on TikTok with what happened. And that same video ended up now at 15,000 views. It's my only viral video, and I don't understand why it went viral. And people were just like, "I reclaim my power, in the name of Jesus." Like I didn't ask anybody to say anything, and you know. Moses Maida says it's an intelligence on its own. I'll read the rest of it. So I just trusted that as a sign that I'm to show up on TikTok,
That's
literally.
it. That was a good sign.
That, that
I
was
think
it.
Moses should come up. He has a lot to say,
Okay,
and I'm
Moses, do you want
interested.
to join? Okay, say. Moses says, I have specific ways of seeing my own mind. In other words, I have some cognitive frameworks. Remember, a balance with reality is necessary, vital. Stay connected to this three-dimensional realm. That's why we ground. The three-dimensional realm is the matrix. Partially, you must be able to fit amongst others as well. It's an intelligence of its own. I believe so, man. So, Moses, do you want to jump on and share a little bit with Ian and I? It's awareness. It's really just this, how it's called, spatial awareness,
Mm.
right? And I'm not talking about physical space. I'm talking about energetic field space. Um, yeah, I would. I just can't right now. Okay, Moses can't right now. But keep your comments coming, Moses, because we're liking what you're saying. Because to me, how I see this whole metacognition is a way to fully connect with yourself and with spirit and to co-create directly with source. That's how I see it, and I'm bringing that awareness into my daily, right? Not me listening to myself and taking action is one thing, but it's how to utilize that awareness to build and co-create um, your life in a different way, right? So we shall see. We shall see. Just trusting.
What do you love the most about yourself? I feel like I'm interviewing
What do I
today.
love most about myself? I think I have. I think I'm funny. I think I have a great sense of humor. I
Oh
think I
yeah.
have a great personality. It's just that people sometimes don't get me. A lot of people, well, I don't know if now it's like this, but a lot of people have felt intimidated by me and afraid of me. I guess because I'm just a no nonsense type of individual. But I'm so soft. I'm so kind. I'm like, I love love and I love laughing. And I just think that you have to get to know me to really see all those crazy, wonderful, quirky sides of me that I don't get to fully express. But yeah, I really like my personality. I don't know if that's a thing. What about yourself? Let's make this a back and forth.
What I like about myself, I think my most favorite part of me is my I have a free mind. Like I'm not
Hmm.
confined to any limitation when it comes to thinking.
Hmm.
So yeah,
And
I
how does that help you in your life?
I don't judge people. So it's easy for me to put myself in other people's shoes. I can be sitting
Mhm.
down on a sidewalk with a homeless, just
Yeah,
talking with them or being
yeah,
with,
yeah.
anybody. Like I don't
Yeah,
have those kind of
Blue.
limitations. So it actually like showing me every, level of the creation without having
Hmm.
to live it. I can glimpse in and out of those realities without having to
Experience it yourself.
exactly be a part of it full time.
Yep.
So I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think that's why we're not meant to judge, right? Because if we can literally put ourselves in somebody else's shoes, you can, and if you actually take an opportunity to talk to them, you'll know their experience as to why they are where they're at, right? And be
Exactly, and that
empathetic,
make you
compassion,
yeah,
yeah, show compassion for your fellow human being
absolutely.
who is not necessarily in that same level and place of awareness as you are, but being kind to them shifts them. You don't know that the kindness that you've expressed to them, how it might affect and change something in their life, right?
I think it's bringing like kindness to the world, period. You know what I mean? In my world too, seeing them
Hmm.
like acknowledge me, they could have been like, get the hell out of my face. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, she just want to know. She's
What
just
happened?
curious. So
Yeah. Hey, Rocky.
Hi.
And just so people know, if you actually want to jump on and join the conversation, you can just press that little request button. We do open format, talk about everything, life, love, and what we're talking about right now. So welcome, Rocky. Join
Hi,
in.
Rocky.
Hello. How is everybody this evening?
I'm good.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. I'm, of course, listening. And in hearing that, it is important. And it's not everyone who is capable of looking at just anybody from the high executive to the people who have less than, shall we say.
Yeah.
And it made me remember a gentleman that lived on the street.
Mm.
And he was drunk every day, all day. So everybody up and down the street just said, "Oh, here he comes, the drunk dude. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Look at him in his life." But me, I can't see someone over and over and over again and not at least say, "Hello, how are you?" So this led to us having more and more conversations. And the more I spoke to him, this so-called drunk guy who wasn't going anywhere was actually from India, and back home, he came from one of the richest families. He was well known. He had tons of wealth. And long story short, he lost it because his sister was to get married. And
Yeah.
part of the tradition was when she's getting married, she must cut off all her hair. He flew to India, stood in front of the entire family, and said, "Absolutely not. That's a very old tradition. There's no need to carry it on now. My sister, who's on the floor bawling, crying, did not want to cut her hair." And he stood and he advocated for her and said, "No way, she will be wed, but she'll be doing so with her hair on her head." This is how he got kicked out of the family and cut off and lost all his wealth.
Wow.
So you just don't know. Everybody has a backstory. And it's taking a moment to speak with them and find out what's your story. Because I always say, first of all, everybody is somebody's child. And secondly, everyone has a story. You're in this position. What happened to you? Where did this stem from? Where did you come from? And what made you so? And it's just taking a moment to not judge, to look at the person as just that. You're a person like I. What's your story?
Exactly.
Yeah, but that one always surprised me. That yes, he was once upon a time very wealthy, very very wealthy, and then in the name of sticking up for his sister, he lost it all.
So that's so
So don't
crazy.
judge. Yeah, so he came here and he was like, "Where the hell am I? What's this guy?" Oh yeah, he turned to the bottle, but he was a sweet soul though still.
Yeah.
So what if he wanted to get his
Yeah,
drink on? He
bless
wasn't
him.
harming nobody.
Exactly. Bless him.
You
Bless
know?
him.
So yeah, I had to come in and share that. But the two of you are having some great banter, so I'm gonna let you all go back to it.
No, no, no.
But it
Stay.
was just to
And
tap on to
Rocky,
what you had said. Yes, my love.
tell us what you love about yourself.
My that this variability, huge empath, can look at you and when I can pinpoint the moment that I realized there was something different about me, and I was very, very young. And I was with my dad, and we were at his now wife, or their home, and the family was gathering. I don't know if it was what occasion it was, but the people came in, her sister and husband and daughter, they came in very heavy, very heavy. And they said, anytime now, in listening to their conversation, I knew that his mom was really sick and could pass at any moment. And so we just went on with the day and did our thing. And then the phone rang. And all you heard was, "Oh no." And I immediately knew they're calling to tell him his mama passed. And so then I think it was the wife that answered the phone, and it was the husband's mother. So she said, come, you have to come to the phone, and they have to tell you this. And he literally dropped to the ground crying. And I just felt my throat tighten up, my eyes welt up, and I looked around and nobody else was moved. There was a oh and a oh, too bad. But I was like, how come y'all not crying? How come you're not feeling his pain? How is this not bringing water to your eye? What? Okay, I better shut that down so I don't look like a weirdo. Because I was rather young. So I didn't realize that it's empathy. It's tapping into what
Yeah,
he's feeling. And
absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love
I
that.
like
We
that.
need more
Yeah,
of
And
that's
that in this world for
love,
sure.
love. It's love because you're a
yeah,
loving being,
yeah.
right? You
And I
you
felt it.
operate
And I
from
was
that.
so young then.
Mm,
And
Yeah.
that's what I love. That's what I love is whether you, like I said, you are, I know the big fancy lawyer that works at the big fancy building down the road. And I know the guy walking on the street all drunk and effed up.
exactly.
And I don't look at either one any
Better than the
different.
other for
No,
sure.
it's title.
Exactly.
And when you break it down, you strip us down, we're human. We're
Exactly.
people.
Yeah.
We
And
all the
I
same.
love the ability to look at that. And I kind of like that I can't bullshit. That's how I got laid off my last
I
job.
love that.
Yeah, she was real, real mean, and everybody took it.
Hello,
Yes, ma'am.
Regina.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Miss Julia. And Miss Nah, nah. You shouldn't be treating people like that. You're not allowed to speak. I don't care if you own the school. Rude and wrong. Oh, she didn't like that. They got rid of my ass real fast. Oh yeah, yeah. I managed to somehow last a year, but then it became all too much for her. And yeah, I came in. I showed you the orchids. I came in on a Monday morning. Mind you, I prayed all the way there. I said, please, to my people up above, more so my mama, please, I hate this job. I can't stand it. Please to get me out
Oh,
of this.
you
Please to
were
let
ready
this
to
be.
go.
Yes, yes. So then when she did, I went in and I see, first thing I see is a big orchid. And I said, well, that's my parting gift. And then she sat me down and like she was breaking the worst news. Sweetheart, we're laying you off. I burst into tears. She thought, to this day, she thinks I was sad they let me go. I was happy. I was happy. I think you were the first person I called.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
from the Tim Hortons, and I FaceTime you and I say, look at this. And it was a big bouquet of a big
Beautiful.
thing of the orchids. Yeah,
It's a
beauty.
plant?
Thank you. It
yes,
is.
yes. Orchid plant, flower, beautiful
I
flower.
threw it out though.
You didn't
I,
want
I
that.
got a bit, no, no, no. It was beautiful. And then I was like,
Don't want
uh,
that energy in your
no,
holding.
no, no. And it didn't even take good. I've had an orchid that my grandson got me, and I've had that for like 5 years. And it just keeps blooming and blooming and blooming. But this one, very shortly after bringing it home, it died.
Mm,
And I say, yeah. I'm not even going to try to revive you because I'm really good with orchids. I could keep that going. To the garbage, that
You
shit went.
already
Oh,
done
pardon
know
me.
you weren't. You're not supposed to have
No.
it in your yard.
Mm-mm.
God ensured that.
No, no, thank you. So, yeah, these are the things. They're a blessing, but I
it's
guess
it, it's
depending on who you're around, it can work against you.
exactly, that's one thing both of you said differently was, my sense of humor. That's what I love about me, you said, but it's not everybody who can understand because I I, I scare them or something like that. And Rocky
Yeah.
said something like, is not respected. And as a child, I knew to act like them because I will seem weak You see how our superpowers are actually like denied from the get up?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah,
And I listen, our childhood and our traumas were a training ground for our
absolutely.
superpowers and our gifts.
yeah,
They really were. You know, we learned how to, oh, we learned so many things, but we saw a lot. I think that's where like that awareness comes in. I think because we're all aware, it's
Mm-hmm.
just how
yeah,
we utilize it in our life. But we were so aware. We saw all this shit. We could pick it apart,
Absolutely.
you know? And then we had to pretend that we didn't see.
Mm.
And then when people were taking advantage of us, um, it's not like we didn't know. Like we're
yeah.
not stupid,
No,
right?
exactly.
It's just that we're empathic and we're caring people. And if somebody's going through something, like we're there.
Yeah.
We really do want to help, right? But they thought it was just, that we were stupid and they were running us. And then when we're like, fuck that shit, I'm out.
Yeah,
If
yeah, that's just it. I'll let you think you've pulled one over, and then you'll be going,
yeah,
"What? Where did she go? I haven't seen her in a while. I don't need to announce my departure. I'm just gone.
That's me
exactly,
too.
I'm
I
just
literally,
gone. Quietly, silently bow out.
exactly.
That's it.
yeah,
See ya. We don't want to be ya. It's not the same that we used to
Indeed,
say.
indeed.
Uh, welcome. I don't know who's here. Welcome everyone that's coming through on the live. My name is Arita, and we got Rocky and Afrikayan just chatting things about life and asking each other
Life.
questions. And, if you feel like jumping in and talking about something else, feel free to press that request button and let's chat. So what else, ladies? We haven't done any cards yet. Do we pull any cards? What do you want?
Oh,
How
I
many do
have
you
a
want
big
for?
interview tomorrow. So maybe not now,
Okay.
but at some point, I'm curious to see what would come up. Yes, the job that's mine, but they're making me
Yes.
interview for it
Yes.
as many others are, but it's
Hello,
mine.
Pablo.
It's
Mr.
mine.
Vega. So, Pablo, if you are here, you can see that I have two people speaking with me. And if you want to join in on the conversation, there's a little request button that you can push to join. We talk everything life, awakening, the bull. Oh, this card just jumped on out.
Oh, nice. I love how they just jump to you.
Yeah. So, dwelling in truth, it says. Okay. I stand in the
Ah,
light of I stand in the light of truth. So what does this card, and that's based on our conversations. So it says the soul loves the truth. Be honest with yourself and
mm,
listen to your inner guidance. I mean, that's what I said at the beginning, right? Follow it by speaking your
definitely.
truth, right? To thine own self be true. You radiate the energy of truth to others so that they can find their truth, right? There is a place inside of you that always knows the truth. Take time to be still to discover that genuine place of knowing within. Often, the hardest thing about living your truth is discovering what it is. So, it's important to slow down, be quiet, and listen to the whispers of your soul. If there's an area of your life in which you're not being authentic or where you're not living in integrity, this is a time to make some changes.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
right? Okay, Pablo says he's listening on his earpods because he's out. Cool. Join us soon. Yeah, he just sent me some hearts at home.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
nice.
I think it's time to remove all mask and just be authentic.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, but it's also, well, as I keep saying, like listening to yourself is like, what's that truth? What's that thing that you're supposed to be doing to live your life? Because this journey is about living your life.
Hmm.
I mean, seriously,
Well,
like, I'm,
I was shown what I'm
yes,
supposed to do. And
yes.
so I have been gearing towards that ever since. Took a minute to figure out exactly where this
It's
was
been a
going to
journey.
happen. And then in speaking with my mom's best friend is exactly when I discovered where the spot is. and it all
Mm.
made sense.
Yep.
So,
Are you cooking? Are you eating something? I heard a
no,
beep,
I'm
or is that?
making food for the baby. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm multitasking. Yeah. Nana, I'm hungry.
Yeah, like dwelling in truth, right? I think for me right now, dwelling in this truth, this reality is, like things are just so messed up in the world right now, but that's okay. And the truth about that is that the outer world crumbling as we are seeing it is just aspects of ourselves that are being shattered and released within, because that change that you're making, that's also reflected in the world around you, right? That's part of it. Like energetically, everything
Absolutely.
everything is connected to our own inner
Yeah.
transformation.
I was thinking about that today, like this madness going on all around. And for some weird reason, I feel so in peace. And I'm like, I'm in the right path. Like, I feel like I'm doing what I was supposed to do every step of it's gonna take time, but you know, things are coming
Yeah,
together slowly but surely.
exactly. Pablo says, "Amen. You create and construct your own space," is what I realized. See,
Exactly.
we were talking about that earlier, Pablo. Metacognition
And
is part of
muting,
the aspect of it. Hmm?
absolutely. And muting like all this commotion.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Well, that's
super
what I
important.
say. And I'm told I must be aware. You have to be aware
No,
and in
but it's
tune
one
with
thing being aware.
everything that's
Mm-mm.
going on. And I say, I will tap into it.
Yes,
Um, so I'm not in the dark, but I don't follow it. And
exactly.
I cannot. I cannot.
Yeah, we don't let that lead
It
our lives.
upsets and offsets me.
And
Yeah.
I feel like we realize that, yeah, this construct of war was actually for putting us down, emotionally, spiritually, like keeping us like defeated. And I'm not doing it anymore. I'm like,
Well, exactly. When people realize that that is okay, so the system feeds off of our fear,
mm-hmm,
off of our stress, off of our anxiety, off of everything that is not good for the human nervous system. That's what it feeds off of. So in the mid so war is a thing that's going to trigger fears, because a lot of people going, "Oh, my son is going to be drafted. Nah, man, I'm going to chop off his baby toe before he can ever get drafted." So then he just is imbalanced.
There you go. You can't go. You can't go. You don't got a
nah,
toe.
we don't like
Yeah,
KFC.
yeah. I don't eat KFC, sorry. Um, but yeah, so it's just like it's just funny. I'm just like, not gonna happen, right? And my son is probably would just stand up and say, "Nope, I ain't going anyways," because So that's all to scare us, right? And when we're standing in the truth, like Ayan, you said that you're feeling so calm and so peaceful. Yeah, stick with that. Focus
In
on
the
yourself.
storm, because the storm is all
Yeah,
around and you
yeah.
feel
You're
it.
the I. You're the I. Remember the I
Mm,
and the I and the I,
mm,
right? I am that I am. And if you are centered within yourself, you're grounded in your truth, what's happening around you externally will not shift you and shake you so much that you collapse,
exactly.
right?
Yeah,
And so, with everything that's going on in the world right now, they're trying to bombard us with all this. I call it just noise.
it's
Um,
noise. It's
Put on
loud.
your filters on your
Muffles.
ear,
Yeah.
yeah, and just continue to focus on your goals, your dreams, trusting in the truth of who you are. And like I said, I know that we are God's source embodied in these human forms. And I will continue to say that because that is the truth. And a lot of people don't like me saying that, but that's okay. You don't have to listen, right? This is just who we are. We came in this world forgetting the truth about ourselves, the power that we have, and how we are meant to like live a blessed life. We
I
didn't come
think,
in this
yeah,
world to suffer.
no.
Go
And I
ahead.
think even scientifically, we are fractal of the whole. So, like,
Yeah.
I don't even understand how, like, we cannot put one and one together and just call it a day because we're gonna fight for no reason for real. Like,
You know? It's like, why are we're one and one, the one and the zero. We're the one and the zero. That's the matrix, right? The construct. But
Yeah.
we are not separate from source itself, like our
No.
higher consciousness. We're not separate, and we're not separate from each other. And, it was interesting. I was talking to someone today. I've only met in recent months, kind of a
Mm.
thing. And we have so many similarities. Like some of our journeys were just so similar. And we're like, we're all the way in the UK. I'm over here in Canada, but yet there's a connection that we can feel with each other,
Right.
And it's like, yeah, that's because we're not separate,
Yes.
and to remember that. And if we can walk in the remembrance of the truth of who we are,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this people are not going to understand what this world is going to look like in a couple years
Mm.
when so much more people have woken up and recognize the truth and how they create and construct their reality.
Mm-hmm.
Life is going to be so different because now people really will be operating from love and creating from love and
Mm.
truth, right? Hello, rich in life. Yes, we're rich in life. He says, good day, everyone.
Hi. Hi.
And
Hi,
Good
Rich.
day.
yeah, I know it's late where he's at. Probably it's like midnight almost.
Where is he? In Nigeria?
I think so.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, and I think my mission on earth loosely, because I'm just starting it out because I'm now awoken to the truth and still working my way through what it is my human is meant to do, is to help bring the message. Like, this is literally Jesus's message that they didn't want people to know, is that you are a powerful being. You are connected to God's source. I and the Father are one, or I say I and the Mother are one, because in science, folks, everything is female first. I didn't say it.
Even the boys,
Mm,
yes. Yes.
All boys are
And
mm-hmm.
when
girls
you
inside
you're right.
until,
I always say
right?
that. I'm like the story of Adam and Eve, that's one thing
Don't
that
make
bugged
sense.
me of the
Don't make
creation.
sense.
Like it's just like when you look at the X is full, the Y actually missing a leg. So how that makes sense that I am second? Like,
Nope.
but
As
Nope.
yeah.
Pablo says, no egg without a hen. Exactamundo,
Yeah.
right? Everything, like the energy of, so like I had a plant medicine experience. That's all I'm going to say. Just call it like that. And that experience, it literally took me outside, like fully out of my body. And it was like the strangest feeling. It was like I was in darkness, but it's like I could see and sense, all I could see was mother. And she was giving birth over and over and over and over and over and over. And I'm going, oh my God, aren't you exhausted? And it's like, no, that's creation. There is no death. There's just birth and rebirth, birth and
Mm,
rebirth, birth and rebirth. And I was just like, mother has been left out of our message for so long.
mm-hmm,
It's always about father. Yes, there is an aspect of father, but mother is creation, right? Mother is creativity. That is how it's all started. And like I said, everything in science is female first. So if everything in science is female first, how comes Adam was born first?
I don't know.
No,
I don't
no.
know. And when you look at atom, it's just an atom, like in a science.
Atom? Yeah.
Exactly. Like it's nothing like I don't know, like I don't wanna go there and have those Bible study guys coming toward me.
I did
To
that
each his
already, man.
own. To each his own.
Exactly. They came at me,
But yeah, it's
you
just
know?
an atom and an electron, and
Yeah.
yeah, the Eve is the electron. The atom is Adam, and
Adam is
there we
Adam.
are.
Eve is Eve.
Shadow person behind you. What the heck?
Oh no, that's okay. We all have shadows, I guess. Or maybe they're seeing my incense
The
glow and
smoke,
they're
yeah.
seeing my shadow. Yeah, like I burn incense, folks. I'm not burning anything else.
You burn what you want.
You know? I want to eat my banana, but then I'm like, I gotta like
Yeah,
break it
it's
apart.
really
Like,
late in Nigeria, midnight. It's
yeah.
actually mirroring 12:21.
Mm. Is that what Rich
3
said?
3. But yeah,
So that was all we're gonna say about Mother. A
mother.
Jumbi Day. Pablo said today is a Jumbi Day.
What is it?
A Jumbi. Those are like, I think, you know. Let's see what Jumbi says. I have cards. Remember I read that card before? I don't know if I'm gonna find it though. Jumbi is about masks. I remember that. And it was about taking off your masks. Anyway, should I shuffle some cards? Since I have my African goddess cards out, let me just do that since we're talking about shadows. Hello, hello, folks. Welcome. And this literally, I didn't, it flipped right over. And this I says surrender. And yesterday we had a conversation about surrendering and not surrendering. So let's see where this takes us.
That
So
take
I
awareness for surrendering. But yeah, go ahead.
So Rich says, what else has been feeling heavy lately? I'm trying not to feel any heaviness, man. I'm feeling just excited. Yeah, like no.
No heavy.
I'm, I'm
Go
feeling
If it can
sweat.
be
That
excited,
will
helped.
help.
right? About this. This is day 21 for me, Rich. So I'm excited. If it was heavy, that was day one. Like this is much lighter, and even though it's still nerve wracking for me, it's not heavy anymore.
Go in nature.
So
Go hug
I
a
said,
tree.
yeah, goddess of spiritual surrender, from Nubia, Egypt. The temple she's from is the high priestess, and her element is bush. Well, bush.
Bush? Like bushes?
Bush. But like I was just thinking medicine, bush medicine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So goddess Isis is a revered as a magical healer and sorceress. She of 10,000 names. You may know her as Isis, her Greek name, or Oset, Aset, or Wuset. So Iset was worshipped in ancient Nubia, the Sudan region, Egypt, and beyond. So her guidance is let it all go. Say aloud now, I surrender. These words cast a spell. Breathe them in. Release control. Stop bonding around struggle. Rich?
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's talking to you.
hand,
Wow.
hand the keys to the divine. Allow spirit to carry you and fill in the gaps. You don't have to figure it all out. God, Des, I'm not even, it says God slash Des, so God, Goddess, has your back. Have faith in where you are in this moment.
I love
And your
it.
declaration is everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time.
Everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time.
I love the fact that it says God, Goddess. Like, oh, can you see that right there?
Absolutely. But I love the fact that it's actually, a feminine energy came out. And the crazy part is they using that name for a organization that's actually like doing terror in the world.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
like Isis and oh
So
yeah.
like women, like energy, feminine energy always demonized, always put
Mm.
down, used to manipulate and
Oh my goodness. Honestly, what's coming into my head right now?
Mhm.
All the hurricanes. Have
They're
you
all
seen
women.
Hurricane Bob
They're all
or
women.
Robert or Hurricane David, Melissa, Shania, Laquita? You know what I mean? But think about it. That is, you are so like
Yeah.
all the things that are destroying hurricanes, weather-wise, it's all named
Because the
after.
feminine energy force is so powerful, exactly. They have to
They just don't
destroy
want
it
us
and
to know.
yeah,
But the
exactly.
thing is that we should start looking at the things that they are saying that's negatively affecting us as feminines and recognize the power in those things, right? Like just to really start embracing that they're using it to try to belittle and demean us
Mm-hmm.
as the divine feminine. But we're seeing our true power. And here's the thing, it's a recognition of our power why they name those storms what they name them.
Absolutely. It's just not in a positive light, but it is what it is. We
I'm going to
know
take it in a positive light.
that's
We'll
it.
take it as that
Yeah.
because those are powerful elements in the weather, right?
Mhm.
That's how I'm going to take it. What you say,
Mother
Rocky?
Nature.
Mm-hmm. Mother Nature. That's
At
the
her
entire
finest.
thing. Yeah. And right now, Mother Earth has been going through a lot of birthing pains based on the patriarchal system that we've been experiencing. And right now, you see all the earthquakes and the volcanic eruptions, and
Insanity.
it's madness
Like
that's
I
going
was
on.
seeing Florida right now on fire for some reason. Like,
Really?
oh yeah, something is up over there.
Oh,
But like it was like 100 earthquake that happened and a forest fire. No, no, no. The earth is definitely moving and like cleansing herself. And that's the process we're going through. It's a cleansing process.
exactly. And that's why it's so important that as we're feeling the shifts in us, the urges, the voices within us are saying, hey, change needs to be made. Like, you need to do this. The time to act is now because you're actually evolving just as Mother Earth is evolving.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's what's happening to our inner nature is reflected in our outer nature reality,
Right.
you know? So it's so important. So I'm just eating. So important that awareness is to start questioning everything in how they are trying to. I think they said they're going to try to like bring us back into some sort of lockdown, but they're slowly doing that with these 15-minute cities, right?
Thank
And
you to talk about that. I don't think people realize what's going on for real. This slowly becoming reality and like just driving a car in Montreal, I think I have to pay $400 to for my plate to just have a plate every year, $400, and that making everybody like think twice. Like, am I actually gonna do this? The price of gas, the insurance, like the license, like you have all those piling up on top, right? So
so,
the,
but you
the
see what they're doing.
absolutely, and the bike like a path are becoming as big as the road.
Yeah.
And you're like, what's happening? But this is Canada. We have winter half of the year. So how this logic is going? Like, I'm confused about it, but
The rush hour traffics. Ooh,
it's ridiculous. So
yeah.
that's why they're flooding like the electric, China cars eventually. But I don't know where we're going with this. I'm not with it, seriously. Like,
Pablo said, remember I told you about 15 years ago of the emergency control system? Remind me, Pablo, type that in there because I know you're out. Like, what about the emergency control system? So, like these 15-minute cities, it's kind of like, and here's the thing a lot of people are, oh, it's so convenient just to run downstairs. There's a grocery store right
yeah,
downstairs.
yeah.
But guess what? Listen, no frills. I don't know if you have no frills in Montreal, okay? But we got no frills around here in Toronto, okay?
Hmm.
And no frills up the street from me. And then down the street, we have Independent Grocer. That's the name of the shop.
Mm,
They're both owned by the same company.
mm,
Okay, they're each like a 10-minute walk each way from me.
okay.
And when I said I went in there and you look at the price, the I buy these bags of mixed nuts,
Hmm.
it's 5.50 at No Frills. I go to Independent Grocer, it's 8.50.
Mm,
Mm-mm.
Same store,
yeah.
same owner, same brand. Oil, $12. Independent, it's $18. I'm like, because sometimes you just run in there for a quick thing, but I noticed the pricings,
Right,
right?
right.
And I'm like, and people go and shop in there, and I'm like, go to No Frills. It's the same place, but it's $3 cheaper.
But like it's
You know,
branded cheaper too, and that's why I think it's pushing people like, oh, it's less quality. You know what I mean? Even though it's the same thing, it's
no,
just
it's the same brand. No difference. Not even the name is everything the same. If you went to get Joe's Coffee down there is $3 to $5 more than it is up the street. And I don't know how they get away with this. So Pablo said, I told you about 15 Minute Cities years ago. Everyone said it was a conspiracy. Now reality. Digital currency is also coming. Absolutely. Like digital
Absolutely.
currency has been running since they decided to put Bitcoin out there. And
Excuse
as far
me.
as I'm concerned, Bitcoin has not served any purpose in our society other than being the, what do you call that? The beta testing for digital currency to see how we as a society would adapt to this
Respond.
change.
Yeah,
Okay. So if
absolutely.
you don't have, I'm not giving any kind of financial advice, but y'all need to go get your
Digital currency.
specifically, yes, because there's one particular company that the government has allowed to now they can create their own bank.
XRP. You can say it.
Thank you. I didn't want to say it just in case I got
No,
in trouble
I
for saying
agree
it.
with you. I think everybody should know
So
though.
they've been in the system since the 2008 collapse. Okay.
And it's
And
cheap right now. So go ahead,
it
guys.
was cheaper before. So
It was
people,
so cheap before. Yeah.
you guys need to listen because right now, so Swift transaction is like when, if you're sending, say,
Money
lots
in
of
Africa.
money,
Yeah.
right? So if you're sending money across the world, the banks use a system called Swift transaction.
Right.
And the old system of using Swift is very laborious. You have to send money to this bank because not one bank doesn't have necessarily $1 million, so they have to go to different banks to pull that, to gather it, to send
It's
it
good.
to.
Yeah, they actually have like a central bank where they send it to. Like, let's say
Yeah,
Montreal, Kenya. And Kenya, they're going to disperse to Nigeria or like another country in Africa, whatever. Depends where you want to send
yeah,
it. But like they have a main one where they send it. And it takes like few days, you know? But
yeah, yeah.
now it's going to
But
be
now
super
with
fast.
with Ripple,
Yeah.
actually, and Ripple has already taken over, they say, the Swift system. They've been in the banking system for
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
It takes seconds. Not only that, it would cost a lot in fees. And so with Ripple XRP doing it now, they charge pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
So all these transactions that are going to be coming through, like there's hundreds of thousands of transactions that's happening all the time. They will be making mint. Okay, so
And
they're able
Stellar,
to charge.
XLM,
Yeah, yeah. XLM is one of their coins. Then
sister. Yeah.
XRP,
Yeah.
yeah, is the other one, and they are in our banking system. If you go
Already.
onto Ripple, yeah, oh
They're
yeah, it's in the
selling
back
it.
end.
Yeah.
In the back, listen. When Trump went to United Arab Emirates,
Yeah.
guess who was there? The president of XRP, whatever you want to call him. He was there signing on with the United Arab Emirates banking system. So if you actually go onto Ripple's website and look at who all their board, like those their top executives are, these are people that were on PayPal. I think one person, she used to sign like on the money for the US dollar, US bill, like she worked in the treasury. So everything is ever heard of Vaseline? No, I haven't. Sorry. But yeah, so if people are not paying attention, this whole WA war, because I don't know if I'm allowed to say that,
No.
in Iran is not about weapons. As somebody
No.
said, I listened to something the other day and they said, nuclear weapons, you're still fighting over weapons that were dispersed in the what is it, the 40s, 50s? That's what you're fighting over, nuclear weapons? Are we beyond that? Like, what kind of weaponry system? That's archaic compared to what, like the weapons that they have now, right? So
Like
what are you going to fight
the
over?
thing is, Trump is bringing awareness to the whole system we've been living under for the longest time. At the end of the day, he's doing his part. Whatever he's doing, I'm not saying he's good. I'm not saying he's bad. He's doing his job
Yeah. But
and
here's the thing,
waking
you know,
up a lot
the,
of people, right?
yeah, but the whole thing in Hormuz and like all the time with the gas prices and stuff like that, it's to they don't want to use the American dollar anymore to purchase gas. Like all these,
Exactly.
Japan, Korea, like whoever's buying
So what they
oil from
using?
Iran, they want to use the Chinese yuan.
No, actually, they already using China. Like Iran been blockade,
But see,
right?
that's yeah, but that's what it's all about. So what's going to happen is now if all of those countries that were using the American dollar, they're going to dump the US dollar. What do you think is going to happen? The
Well,
economy collapse. Okay,
absolutely. And where are
bye,
we
Vega.
going?
And where we're going is exactly that. They needed to
Exactly.
collapse in order to bring in this
Yeah,
digital currency. That's going to be the
exactly.
reason for the American
So they're
economy.
working
That's what
together.
he's
It's not, yeah,
it's all working for
yeah,
we think it's one against the other, but it's for their greater end. So
absolutely.
if you
Because,
don't have your digital coins
and
purchased right
right
now,
now,
nice and cheap,
I agree with you. But now,
go get it.
like even with the yen they're paying with, it's not like physical yen. They're literally sending like currency, cryptocurrency connected to the yen, you know? So it's already there. We
Yeah.
just last
We,
to figure out how to go about it, but we
yeah,
will.
you know, and even when there was the war in between Russia and what's the other country? I'm drawing a blank.
Ukraine.
Thank you. The Ukraine government, how they purchased their equipment
Hmm.
was through digital currency.
It's been going on for a while, exactly.
It's been going on
And
for a
even
while. So
even
people,
this list thing guy, you know, the list, that
sign,
guy been using those currency to move money around too. So like we're basically being this is not new.
it's not. It's just coming to light, which is we're just learning about it's coming into our awareness. Now, I always say that anything digital technology wise that they bring out is always at least 20 years old.
Exactly.
They've
So
had it going for so
you know
long.
how they created Bitcoin, right? And they keep saying, "Oh, Yotoshi, he don't want to be known. He just created it and put it there for
Be real.
us to eventually like get out of the dollar." That was the purpose of Bitcoin, right? That's what they told us. But this guy been MAA forever. Like he never been
Was
shown.
he even real? Was he even real?
I think it's them. I think it's the CIA, you know? Like who is this guy?
It is. That's what I'm saying. It is literally, I truly believe
Yeah,
it's the government
right?
that is running Bitcoin because no government is going to allow some kind of currency to go all the way up to a
That's
hundred thousand
insanity.
dollars worth
You're
of
right.
one value, and yet we don't utilize it in our system.
Exactly. No.
Like, what's it for? But they're going to be utilizing a different currency in our system.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that right? Which is XRP. That's where it's going. So it's kind of like people just need to start paying attention to what's going on and like what the left hand is doing, the right hand doesn't want you to know. And so they
Yes.
will throw fear in your way. They'll throw whatever up in your way so that you don't know, so that you can fail to be part of the shift in the system. And then you're going to go, oh, how am I going to manage? So that brings another level of fear to humans, which is what they want,
That's the goal,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
So the goal for you is to get yourself out of that by paying attention and go buying your coins because they're going to be worth a lot. Like right now, because they're like, oh, it goes up to $2, it drops
It
down
goes
to a
down
dollar.
yeah.
Listen, buy some more when it goes down.
Yeah.
Okay, buy some more when it goes down because when it goes down is when hello usually is when you want to start stacking up. And you know, I wish I was in a position to like get some more, but like you know, but people gotta like start thinking about what's going on in the system because everything is collapsing for
I'm
a
so
reason.
happy we're aligned on that side because it's so important to be ready, to stay
Yeah.
ready, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And I feel like right now, with what's going on with that in particular, I feel like the universe is getting people. It's why the delay is so long because the God source wants everyone as much as possible to buy into that system now when it's cheap to level out the wealth playing field. Because
I
remember,
love
a
that.
lot of, yeah, because that's the reason why, you know, listen, man, you're going to have 14, 15-year-olds who are playing the market be richer than their own great, like,
Exactly.
okay, because these younger kids, like, they got it. They know what the
They
hell they're doing.
understand, yeah. But like
Exactly.
me
So
talking to my old folks, seriously, they look at me like it's a scam. Literally, that's what's coming out. Like I'm
yeah,
just like, please don't stay there. Think
yeah.
about it.
This is a way to level out the playing field because what stops a lot of light workers, empaths, people in the world is finances to do the thing that they would love to do, to
Exactly.
what they want to create, what they want to
Right.
offer the world. It takes money. So we've been at a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the way that this actually ends up leveling it out, and that anybody, you're going to find so many wealthy people in this turn when we go into that digital currency. There the discrepancy between the elite and the very poor is gonna shrink drastically.
Yeah, I agree.
Drastically. So yes, hello usually. It's been a conversation and a half
Hi.
here.
What do you think about crypto, Miss Usually?
Is she still here usually? Ian is asking you to think about digital currency and cryptocurrency and the 15-minute cities and what that's really
Oh, I'm
meant to
so
do.
seriously, they're making it look so good. You know, you have everything in 15 minutes walk. You have activities, you have, you know, like you
Yeah.
work because
So
most
that means you're isolating you.
you're literally being isolated. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, when like a rat's going through a maze. Hello, friends. She said her internet is wonky. So when a rat's going through a maze
Mm-hmm.
and they could like slide the little slots to change it
Mm,
once the mouse figures out.
mm-hmm.
That's what they're doing to us. Like we figure stuff out and they're like cornering us, moving
Mm-hmm.
us this way, that way. We're like the 15-minute city is to keep us separate from each other. And then something about they want to charge you toll fee to from like say if you go from Montreal to
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
Mississauga.
eventually, I think that's the goal
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. But I
Like,
don't think that people
no, I think we're
will
all getting like over it. Seriously,
yeah,
like
yeah,
we're
yeah,
to a point where eventually they're not gonna be able to do nothing about it.
yeah. Have you watched the movie Good Fortune with Keanu Reeves?
I love Kenny Reeves, but no, good
Go
fortune.
watch it. Go watch it.
Okay,
Go
I'll do
watch it. That's
that.
all I'm gonna do. Go watch it. If people haven't watched it, and just like at the end, just go watch it. There's a huge message in that movie. Keanu does like very subtle message in his movies, but
Yeah.
this one, it was just very clear, folks. Like this, if humanity did this,
Mm-hmm.
this is what would happen. Hello, usually. So I'm not. I don't want to ruin it for you. So go watch it when you have some time, and then come back and discuss it.
I do that.
Yeah, because that's what needs to happen. That's what I'm going to say. That's what
Okay.
needs to happen. Usually, did you watch what did I say?
Good
I
fortune.
forgot. Good Fortune. My brain might yeah. Have you watched Good Fortune movie with Keanu Reeves? Their verdict. Welcome. Like I'm so bad. Like I get caught up in conversations with people that I never say hi to people. Yeah, go watch it. Hello, Nanga. Go watch it. Because humanity needs to wake up, and this is a movie that very clearly kind of expresses that at some point. I'm saying hi for you. For me, yeah. So hi, Abby. I
She's
don't know
saying
who's
hi
Abby.
to everybody for you.
Oh, oh,
Hi.
hi, Abby. I don't know who Abby is.
Where is Abby?
Oh, there's Abby Hawkins. Welcome, Abby. You're saying being said hello to from all of us, and usually, sometimes me. That's her name. You know her, or maybe don't. Maybe Abby, but usually something like Abby. Listen, man. I'm tired. I'm like
Had a
I've
good
been
day.
on. I'm sometimes yeah. It's been a long day.
Mm.
Little frustration in work, but like I was just like whatever, man. I can't wait to like log off and come on here and say hello to some folks and see what conversations happen today and just go with the flow, man. This is becoming a thing. It's really becoming a thing and I'm really grateful for it. So, and I love company. So thank you,
Oh,
Ian.
my pleasure.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I was like, yesterday, I was like, I gotta be able to be high at least, you know? And it was my little baby. He's not a baby anymore. He's 12, but That was his birthday yesterday. So I was about in the city
Got
with him, hanging out. Yeah.
yeah. Hello, James Freeman. How you doing?
Like
You
those
know.
kids, they're obsessed about those Pokemon cards. So I have to hunt some Pokemon cards
Yes,
yesterday.
you did say yesterday. I can't believe Pokemon is still a thing, man.
It's more than
My son is
ever.
34, and he used to be obsessed with Pokemon.
His cards
You know,
probably are valuable right now. He probably rich.
I
He doesn't know.
don't even know where they are now. James says, "Okay, New, I am doing very well. We are doing well here tonight. We've had some good conversations. We went all the way left and all the way right and somewhere in the middle. And here we are, you know? So yeah, but I'm like it's 7:49 and I know that I am gonna go and eat my dinner fully, properly now and bid you guys adieu. And I will be back here tomorrow between 6:30 and 7 p.m. I'm gonna jump on. And so hopefully if you like this, you come on tomorrow. And if you like it even more, you want to jump on and have a conversation, come and have a conversation. James, we talk like you could actually jump on live and have a conversation with us. And yeah, we talk everything because why not? Like we just, the stresses of life, we want to move past all of that. We know that's happening, but we're moving away from that to start to create something different energetically when we show up here and then bring that back into our own individual
That's
spaces and just
definitely a portal of positivity and, moving forward with positive attitudes. And I love
yeah,
that
choosing yourself.
for you.
I didn't see how I didn't yell my message a lot today. Choose you. You are the most important, valuable being that exists in your universe. Choose you, because if you don't choose you, nobody else can.
Yes.
Right? And in choosing yourself, you're actually choosing others because you're showing others how to truly live and be your authentic self, living your life by trusting yourself, following your own advice, and seeing how that plays out in the universe. Anyways, it's a big old thing. It's a world, it's a game, it's life, it's love, and I'm here to enjoy it all now, you know? That's what I'm here to do. I'm ready to like really live life and want others to live and enjoy
And
their
I'm
lives too.
excited for Sunday. You have a guest Sunday, right?
Yes. Oh, I didn't say that. Okay, folks, on Sunday, I'm coming on at 2 p.m. I have a lovely, lovely friend who's gonna come on, and we're gonna chat. Like you guys can still chat and jump on too, you know. But when she's gonna also jump on, and then she's gonna share some of her magic in her world with us, and hopefully shift some of those energies in our world. That's what I'm gonna say. So
That's
on
it.
Friday, I will let you know more. And
Perfect.
like I'll tell you more, give you all the details about who you can follow her if you want beforehand or follow her afterwards. But I think it's gonna be fun, right?
Right.
So usually, hopefully you can make it, Ian, and we're gonna tag all the boys and continue to create and co-create with each other beautiful energy that we can just take with us and enjoy our time.
Thank
That's
you.
it.
Can you resume the card? Was it what was the card? Isis. It was Mother Isis, right?
I said it was ice. Yeah, it's but you see that?
It's not well, like I see the other
I,
side. It's mirroring,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it's ISET. So I said or ISIS. Did you want me to read it again? I don't know what you were asking.
It's usually she said, "Did you do a card yet?" And I'm just like,
I didn't. I see. I missed all of that because my thing is not rolling. Duh.
"Oh, okay. Well, have a
Okay.
good
No, no,
night,
no.
everybody." Then
Yes, I put. I don't know if she wanted me to pull another card, but like, you know, usually, did you want me to pull a card? If not, then I'm gonna jump off. But if you want, I will always pull a card for you if you ask. But she's at work with
yeah,
wonky
yeah.
It's okay if it's not for me today.
That's it.
Yes. I will be back here tomorrow at 6:30, between 6:30 and 7 p.m.
Perfect.
Tomorrow, that's my message, she says. Okay. All right, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome and goodbye.
Take care. Bye. Have a
Take
good
care,
evening.
Ian. Bye. Sending love. Bye bye, everyone.